Hello, community. Hello, collective. Welcome to Sunny's Tarot, or welcome back to Sunny's Tarot. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, this is going to be general messages for the collective. Please take what resonates and leave what does not. People can't communicate with somebody. Eight of Swords, the Devil. Look at that. In the Hermit, yeah. Somebody is a popular loner in a situation. Looks like here, Three of Cups as the overall energy. There is major arcana here. The Devil and the Hermit is a major arcana. Due to karmics, or due to a false spirit guide somewhere, or even a really big karmic you had to deal with, there is a false spirit guide that fell into karmic. Okay. For a lot of you guys, what's majorly going on is somebody is feeling like they were isolated or they were kicked out somewhere of a situation. People who literally was in prison and could not get to you. In a situation with the Devil and the Hermit here, somebody had been isolated and separated. There was a lot of kicking a person out that needs to be acknowledged here. That it looks like a karmic has acknowledged. A karmic has acknowledged, the biggest one that has gained, that there was a spirit guide. Literally, there was a spirit guide that was separating you, divine masculine or divine feminine, from who you're supposed to connect to. Somebody has a opportunity and a chance to connect straight to toxicity. It looks like a divine masculine, a divine feminine soon will be able to become extremely toxic. It looks like a false spirit guide will be moving out of the way of your people, moving out of the way of the rest of your soul tribe, your community, your spirit guides, the ones that's for you. Because there was a false one that watched everything, and I did a previous reading or a previous message on it to call a sentence. When it comes to a sentence being called on divine masculine, divine feminine, that was absolutely a lie. There was almost the biggest lie. Somebody chose to lie rather than choose the truth in a situation. It was absolutely a choice. The false spirit guide tried to make it seem like they were invaded or something was wrong with them. It looks like a big karmic took the sentencing in. Somebody, divine masculine, divine feminine, it looks has become a karmic. Okay. Something to do with their looks was changing. Something to do with their looks. Pay attention to their looks. Something to do with their looks. It looks like a person had gotten blacklisted in the spirit realm by the false uh, spirit guide. That Archangel Michael is having problems with a karmic because the karmic, it has had a gain. The real karmic. That's what the karmic was saying. The karmic had to like be more of a problem because that's the karmic's job. When you find out it's a false spirit guide somewhere doing stuff last minute, yeah. That's what I'm picking up. With the Hermit card here, it looks like there's going to be a lot of internal self-reflection. People, it looks like divine masculine, divine feminine is going within to reflect, going within to figure out how they're going to clear. It looks like this sentence off There's something to do with a sentence. The karmic tried to permanentalize even. There is blacklistings needing to be removed, spiritual blacklistings that the false karmic could have been the one putting places. What the heck? And it was as if, what is Archangel Michael doing? Well, it wasn't the archangel. More than likely, the false spirit guide was a god source, was a god source. So Archangel Michael didn't have much control, and it looks like we've hit a point in clearing where there is a need to break and clear off blacklistings and trying to device control. We have hit a point where it is about slavery. It is about who is submitted, who is having authority. Somebody was seeing to try to enslave a person, to try to control a form of control. Literally, blacklisting. I'm not sure if there's any soul ties. I feel like the soul ties have been cut off. Some of you guys, certain karmics could have been slave masters or slaves. Previous karmics that you've cleared, that you already did the work to clear those specific cycles out. It looks like you have hit a point where on your journey you're really wise. You're really mature and grown beautifully. It looks like here, even though you could have been through a lot of struggle, but you do feel like you had protection. It looks like here, even if divine was karmic in a way. Speaking on divine Archangel Michael, even if Archangel Michael shows up as a karmic in the way, it looks like jealousy, a God source, chose as a decision. They could have even tried to label divine masculine Archangel Michael as the devil. So now he's karmic, it seemed like. So it looks like here a lot of spirit guides was held back, restricted. There was actual spirit guides and your ancestors restricted from many opportunities of opening the way path for you. That's what's showing up here. I do see people listening to their intuition and their hunches more. It does sound familiar for some individuals or for a lot of people in the collective. Okay. The karmic is trying to look in on who is receiving the karmic is trying to look in on trying to control a person's flow. Be aware of, if the karmic got to try to cause problems for you, then you are some sort of bound or imprisoned to problems. Excuse me. If some of you guys, you may have felt that way in specific or different areas. I do see here with the 3 of cups, there is potential though. Nothing is like all doomed. There is potential for celebration, for a reconciliation between you, your divine masculine, and even Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael was recently blacklisted. Could have been the case behind the scenes, and there is blacklistings being cleared. Something could have recently just started, like a new cycle has just begun. Somebody has taken a leap of bravery. Somebody has taken some sort of leap of a fresh new start, a fresh new beginning. Even if there's a karmic cycle they have to continue to clear, even if nothing is all perfect. And the God source chose to be jealous, to try to restrict people further. as a judgment call. It looks like it tried to mix match partnerships and what's next, the next step for a person here. That's what I'm seeing here. Be aware of something to do with a court or a phone call. Something to do with a phone call could be significant as well. That's what I'm picking up for your general message. I hope this resonated with you. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please give me a like, comment, and subscribe. If you would like a personal reading, all my information is linked in the description box below. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.